Welcome to Insight, my bro.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, man. I'm good,
That's good,
man.
man.
It's,
That's
it's
good.
really good to see you.
No, you too,
Really
man.
good to have you here.
My pleasure.
So you got a decorated career already, right?
Yeah.
I just want to kind of like list off a couple of
Yeah.
accomplishments, innit?
Yeah.
So like you got a top 2 UK singles chart
Yeah.
and UK R&B singles chart. So
Yeah.
with Barking, obviously,
Yeah.
the same song went top 40 in nearly 10 countries.
Yeah.
And it went platinum as a record. You signed a deal with Polydor at
Yeah.
21 years old.
Yeah. It's mad
And
still.
all while doing this, you'd only really been doing music for about, what, a year or so?
Yeah. A year. Maybe just over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over a year.
Amazing. And personally, my most kind of favoured one is that you became a father.
Yeah.
About 2 years ago or so, right?
Yeah, but nearly 2 years. Nearly 2 years. Yeah, nearly 2 years, man.
So how does it feel like hearing all of them kind of achievements?
Do you know, it makes me smile still. I'm sitting there smiling still, as you can, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think, you know what, yeah, coming from where I've come from, like, especially going to university, not really focusing properly, not really like attending my lectures or seminar, I think you just sit back in your room and you just think, right, what am I actually going to do? And, you know, music, I was born to do music. So being able to thrive and then succeed in so many targets that I set myself, I think because everything happens so fast, you know, my life is very fast paced. You don't really get a chance to like deep what's happening, which is something that I enjoy. Like I prefer not being able to deep. Oh, I done this, I done that, because I just keep on going and just keep on going. You know what I mean?
You're going on. So, alright, let's take it back to kind of the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Paint a picture of the childhood you. What did that look like?
Do you know? I was always surrounded by a lot of family. There wasn't many people in my family that was, let's say, known. So I guess it was a surprise to a lot of my family, not just friends, that, you know, I'm doing something that a lot of people know me by now. I used to sing Craig David a lot still. When when I took the time to get a chance to sit back and look at some like videos and when I was young and pictures and stuff like that, I came across playing the drums when I was young, singing Craig David, loud, standing on chairs. I was a nuisance still. I was a nuisance. I was very bad. But school, I was good. Yeah, man, I just lived a normal life. Like, I could walk past anyone and no one would really stop me, to be fair. Like, just a normal life.
And what about your family dynamic? So, who was in the house at the time when you were growing up?
So there was me, my sister, my auntie who passed away, my grandma, and then we had a lot of like my grandma's sisters and one brother that was in the house as well. Then some of them moved back to Jamaica as well. But yeah, everyone used to come around for Sunday dinner. So our house was kind of like the house where everybody would link up. But I guess as you get older, you know, things start to, you know, die down. Everyone starts to go their own way. I started to realize, you know, everyone has their own character, you know, so you're not always going to stay with the same people, whether it's family or not. But I guess that's a part of life. I think you learn a lot when you become your own person as well. When I was young anyway, I didn't really know what was going on. But then you start to see why, you know, things are happening. And I feel like it's weird. I remember I had a conversation with like some of my family members once, and I was saying that I feel like it might seem disrespectful, but I feel like I've seen a lot more than you guys and experienced so much, even though I'm still young. And it was hard for them to take, but I was just telling the truth. Like, they've not really seen as much as I have, in a way.
Even at your young age, you felt as if you had been going through things that maybe other people older than you and your family
Yeah.
hadn't kind of gone through.
Mm-hmm.
How did they take that when you sort of put that forward to them?
Okay, a great example is like for my grandma, right? Who's like one of the oldest in the family. It was very. I remember the signing process, signing to Polydor. She was the one that told me that I should sign with them, and I remember saying at the start, "Grandma, what do you know?" But I feel like it went over my head how much she actually knew. Like she actually knew like quite a lot of artists that was on the roster as well, which made me realize that when we did go with them, and I went back to her and I told her that, "Bro, we've signed with Polydor," she was like, "I told you," and I was like, "Do you know what, Grandma? You actually did," and I felt like as much as what I was going through, I felt like you know they haven't experienced. They just had that life experience, which was something I had to learn later on down the line. But there was still, I think what I've gone through still outweighs some of the stuff they've, been through and stuff like that. Just, I guess what sometimes, I don't want to say what guys go through, but just what maybe an artist would go through maybe.
Because you're living in a world which is so different to how they're living, right?
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
suppose
exactly.
there's a sharing of
Yeah.
experiences that can be done, and you can almost teach them
Yeah,
stuff.
literally. I feel like when it comes to managing, like, for example, money, or they're very good at, like, giving advice in terms of that.